Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Gary, y'all know the early bird gets the trademark, right? And the reason I said it is because I am over here trademarking everything I got. And I'm going to tell y'all why. And if you haven't already started the trademark process, make sure you join us tonight, bit.ly/ protect your property. I'm going to be bringing on different people to talk about different parts of protecting your property, trademarks, patents, um, protecting your digital creations, copyrights, um, trademarking secrets, different things like that. Because, we live in an internet world. And if you're not careful, you're going to have $1 million idea, fail to trademark it, and somebody else is going to be walking around building generational wealth from your idea. And people borrowing your intellectual property and making money from it, that's not new. It's been happening since the beginning of time. But, when you know better, you do better. And the truth is that at this point, we know that it happens. Good morning, Monique. Good morning, Eli. Good morning, everybody. And if you haven't already shared the broadcast, make sure you do. So we know that theft of ideas, theft of land, theft of people, we know that that's how the world works and it happens. So don't be surprised running around talking about how wrong they were when people steal your stuff. We know people are wrong, right? We know everybody is not the way we are. I would never, ever steal somebody else's ideas. Number one, I got enough of my own. I got enough of my own ideas to keep me busy for the rest of my life. Number two, what's the point of stealing somebody else's stuff if that's not what God gave to you? But unfortunately, good morning, Tanya, there are not people that have morals at that level. So when you don't protect your business things, and I'm going to give you 4 reasons this morning. Somebody say 4. I'm going to give you 4 reasons why you need to protect your property ASAP. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you 5. One just popped into my head. And so if you haven't shared the broadcast, make sure you do. If you don't want to pay $99 for tonight's masterclass, if you join my membership for only $59 a month, you'll get this class and a lot more like it for one low price. Good morning, Jessica. So some of you guys that's been following me for a long time and you don't have access to the community, you're missing out on things like this grant money that we keep the community informed about. You're missing out on things like opportunity to grow your business to the next level because you see people over here doing it. Invest the $59 a month and really work to grow your brand. Don't keep following in the fringes, in the shadows. Come on board and really learn. So 5 reasons, right? And if you haven't shared the broadcast, again, make sure you do. Number 1, I treat every idea, like it's my next $1 million. Somebody say, wow. I treat every idea like it is my next $1 million because you don't know. Honestly, you don't know if it is your next $1 million idea or not. And so if you don't treat every idea like it's your next $1 million idea, how do you know? And what are the repercussions of you not doing so? And the link to the join the membership is on the same page at bit.ly/ protect your property. Go to the page. It says click here if you want to join the membership for $59 a month. So, if you don't, number one, pray and believe that God is going to bless you with what it is that you ask for. And if you're asking for witty inventions and you're asking for $1 million ideas, especially for where we are now, we are in the middle of the biggest wealth transfer in this decade, arguably in this millennial, arguably in this lifetime. That means we're in such a place where things are about to shift. Money is about to shift. Wealth is about to shift. Influence is about to shift. If you believe that, go ahead and type me in the chat. If you believe that, type me in the chat. Things are about to shift. See, that's the great thing about the bottom. You can't stay at the bottom forever. Okay? At some point, there has to be a change. So things are about to shift, and what you don't want to happen is to be a part of that shift not occurring. And that means when you see wealth transferring, you got to be on your A game. All right? So that means every day you need to treat every idea like it's a $1 million idea. Because can I break it all the way down to you? Let me break it all the way down to you. I don't care what it is. Your idea with the right strategy can make millions of dollars. I'm going to let y'all stew on that for a minute, see, because some of y'all ain't caught up yet. Your idea with the right effort and strategy can make millions of dollars. So potentially every idea is a $1 million idea. And when you don't treat it accordingly, then you run the risk of handing your $1 million idea off to somebody else. Somebody say, ouch. Because of all the things I would want to do with my $1 million idea, I would hate to hand it off to somebody else. I would. I just would. So if I were you, I would protect my property. Make sure you go to bit.ly/protect your property to sign up for tonight's masterclass. We're going to be talking about patents, trademarks, trademark secrets, copyrights, protecting your digital property, all the things you need to know to be a creator. Because as a creator, that's like having a baby and then leaving your baby outside at night and just quote unquote hoping that nobody steals your baby. So you gonna trust the world with your baby? Of course not. So why would you trust the world with your intellectual property and your ideas? So number one, treat every idea like it's $1 million idea. Number two, understand and be clear. If you won't treat your baby right, somebody else will. Somebody say, wow. If you won't treat your baby right, somebody else in the world is going to love that baby and hug that baby and keep that baby clean. So if you won't treat your idea right, somebody will take that idea and nurture it and invest in it and grow it. And I don't care that it was your idea. Because you didn't do anything with that idea. Don't get mad when somebody else does. You didn't even love your idea enough to trademark your idea. You didn't even love your invention enough to patent your invention. You didn't even love your name enough to protect your name. And we're going to be talking about all of that in the masterclass tonight. But when it's all said and done, don't get mad because somebody had an egg is an egg. An egg doesn't care who sits on it and keeps it warm. Do you guys know that? An egg is an egg. An egg don't care who keeps it warm. There's this bird, and I'm almost sure it's the cuckoo. And the cuckoo will find a nest with an egg already in it. Will throw whoever bird egg out of the nest and smash it. And then the cuckoo will lay her egg in that nest. And so the bird family will literally lay on her egg until it hatches. And even once it hatches and the chick starts to grow bigger than the parents, they still feeding that chick. I say that to say, your property, you don't want it enough to trademark it. You don't want it enough to copyright it. You don't want it enough to take care of it. Somebody somewhere will. And your idea doesn't know it's been stolen. Your idea doesn't know it's not with the original creator. Your idea is going to respond to the nurturing. It's going to respond to the investment. It's going to respond to the work. So if you won't take the time and money to trademark your properties, somebody else will. That's number two. So number one was, if you're just joining, treat every idea like it's $1 million idea. Because in my land it is. And number two, if you won't take care of it, somebody else will. Number three, trademarks, patents, copyrights, all of that is just the cost of doing business. Somebody say, wow. Somebody told me the other night, well, what if they're a new entrepreneur and they can't afford? They can't afford to trademark their stuff. I said, if you can't afford to trademark your stuff, are you really an entrepreneur? I'm going to let y'all answer that. If you're in a business and you're putting all of your energy, all of your time, all of your money into this business, how could you look around and then say, I can't afford to trademark my business? That's like having a car and riding around everywhere, but yet you say you can't afford insurance to protect your car. So when your car gets stolen and you don't have the money to replace that car, wouldn't it have been a good idea to scrape up $100 a month for car insurance versus waiting until your car gets stolen and trying to fight that battle in? It just makes sense. It just makes sense. So if you don't want to treat your business like it's a business, don't worry about protecting your property. But if you know you're coming up with some ideas that other people would love to have, and that if you don't look up a few months from now, they're going to have your idea working it, then you need to be there tonight, bit.ly/protect your property. Because you're not always going to, be around to see who's trying to steal your stuff. Let those copyrights and trademarks and patents, let them work for you. So protect your property, guys. It's critical. bit.ly/protect your property starts tonight at 8 p.m. Yes, there will be replays for those of you who can't attend live, because it's imperative that you get this information. Okay? So number one was treat every idea like it was $1 million idea. Number two is if you won't treat your idea special, somebody else will. Number three was treat your business like it's a business. Because if you don't treat your business as if it were a business, it won't be around for so. It won't. It's going to flutter away in the wind. Number four is kind of personal. I don't know how you guys feel like the first time I got, the first time I started a business and how much energy and effort I put into that business. And I refuse to let somebody come along. 9 years I've been doing this. And every idea is a build up on ideas I had in the previous year. So I refuse to let somebody come on board and just take all my hard work. Meaning my hard work is no good. Why even work that hard if I'm not going to protect it? And not only that, I've never done a trademark before. So why would I be out here trying to do a trademark by myself? Ain't never did one before without consulting with an expert. So guys, if you're not going to do it right, don't waste your time. If you feel like you don't need trademarks because you're just starting, don't waste your time. Whatever you feel, don't waste your time. But if you feel like you want to protect your property so you don't run the risk of your stuff getting stolen, I don't care if this is the first day you're seeing me. Go to bit.ly/protect your property so you can understand trademarks, copyrights, patents, when to use what, and why they're necessary. I'm not just making nothing up, girl. They steal stuff every day. Especially out here in the internet streets. They do. So number 5. So 5 reasons you need to be in the trademark masterclass tonight. bit.ly/protect your property. bit.ly/protect your property. 5 reasons. Number 1 is that you need to treat every idea like it's $1 million idea. Number 2, if that idea were somebody else's unit, somebody else's idea, let me tell you something. I've seen people get ready to say an idea and shut their mouth. Like, girl, that was good. I need to go trademark that. So number 1, treat every idea like it's $1 million idea. Number 2, if you won't, somebody else will. Number 3, treat your business like a business. You can't say, I can't afford to invest in my business. Number 4, if you don't want to do the right thing by your business, don't even waste your time. It's either all or nothing. And number 5, let me tell y'all why I do this. We've been burning the midnight oil, working on this pitch for a supply diversity program. They're giving away $40 million in startup capital, business contracts to help women-owned businesses, minority-owned businesses. And so we've been burning the midnight oil, trying to get our name in the hat, trying to get our presentation done, trying to get all that taken care of. Why? That's generational wealth, y'all. Everything you make that you don't spend, everything goes to your kids. So why would you work so hard only to have somebody else steal your legacy? Why would you be so diligent only to have somebody else steal your legacy. So if I know God has given this to me for generational wealth, for safekeeping, and I get it messed up because I don't put it in a locker somewhere, then I'm in trouble. And I might as well not even build a business because I've still squandered my generational wealth. So guys, definitely something to think of. Don't think too long. Don't stay out there without protection. Don't stay out there without moving your feet. All right, I want to open it up real quick for questions. Does anybody have any questions, guys? Trademark, patent, copyright tonight, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I got some special guests coming in. Don't wait until your stuff is stolen. That's too late. That's too late. If you don't want to pay the $99 for the masterclass, you can join my membership for only $59 a month. We're going to have events like this all month long. It's a great value. So bit.ly/protect your property. The sign up for the membership is on that same page. No questions? All right, guys, get your questions together. I'll be back a little bit later. It's super important that as a contributor, any questions? All right, guys, love you guys. bit.ly/protect your property. Again, if you don't want to pay $99 for the masterclass, pay $59. Join the membership. It's once a month payment. It's a great value, and it still allows you access to tonight's masterclass where we go over all the things we just talked about this morning. So mark your calendar for the Build Your Online Business Morning Crew. They are up next in about 6 minutes. And I love you guys, and I'll see you later tonight. Don't forget, protect your stuff.